Hey everyone, welcome back to another Wildewitch RP live play TTRPG session. What is Wildewitch RP, you might ask? Well, Wildewitch RP is me, Faye, game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We are a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs, and we created our own company. That way we could create high quality, exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. And tonight, we're playing D&D. This session features the Burning Veil storyline set in our very own Velenara campaign setting. It is a deeply personal tale of trust, betrayal, magic, and magnificent ambition, where the fate of the world hangs in the balance. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over into our Discord where you can find out more. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master, Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous and daring heroes before they partake in a strange ritual. So, let's begin with an introduction for Bracken.
Oh, me? Hey everyone, it's me. I'm Play Bracken. Bracken is a no-nonsense kender who doesn't like magic too much, but will fight alongside his friends even in the face of it. Bracken doesn't really get talking to people too good, so he usually lets his fists do the talking or his friends do the talking.
And you know what? We stand that about Bracken, you know?
Yeah,
He's good for one thing, and he knows it. But we
he
love
does
that
his
for him.
best, and boy
Yeah,
howdy does he do it good.
exactly. So with that, let's head over to one of the friends Bracken leaves for the talking and learn a little bit about Avi.
Hi, I'm Kelsey, and I play Avi. Avi is a half-elf bard sorcerer. Um, she used to look super innocent and unassuming, but she has been gradually changing in her appearance, mirroring the dark energies she calls upon in her magic. She's constantly quietly humming. She cares deeply about her friends and everyone around her, which can lead to her being quite scary at some times if they're threatened.
There are things that I cannot wait for Avi to experience, and I know that
No,
you're going to take that in the worst way possible, but I am
stop it.
so excited.
No.
Um, just because I want to see what comes out of it.
But
Um, Lovely, amazing, I love it. Next, last but certainly not least, let us learn a little bit about Cecil.
Hi, my name is Brent, and I play Cecil Darkholm. He's a hefty forest gnome cavalier who's slow to trust, but is also trying his best to work on personal relationships. He's ready to support his friends and do what he can to keep the distant home he was banished from safe from harm.
And there's nothing going on there at all that could possibly be harmful. But that's everyone. So let's take our time to return to Vale da Umbra. Return to the Cathedral of Jazirian, where you have all brought your selves after a cleaning in blessed waters, after you have taken the time to procure the necessary components of this ritual, and where you have met with the scholars who will be joining. The tiefling woman Euraxibus has presented herself as a volunteer, a candidate to be the ritual's conductor. She has welcomed you all in. You see that the Scholars stand in a circle around the central altar, each in their hands an unlit candle. And as you all are welcomed in, you are directed to where you would stand and you each get your own candle unlit as well. And as you are approached by your exhibit, as she hands you your candles, you each remember the vows you have created.
Yeah, I think so.
Good. It is a ritual that is self-explanatory as soon as you get involved. These candles are your connections to the realm of shadow. And as they are lit, as the connection begins, we will be searching for the threads, pulling upon what you have to offer. Are there any questions you have of the ritual before it begins?
Now, I remember what we're doing, but just for everybody else's sake, just to make sure we're all on the same page, can you just give us a quick rundown about what's going on here?
We will invoke the veils.
Yes.
We will search through the projections
Mm-hmm.
to find the thread of the entity that you seek. Once the thread is found, we will tug, pull, try to bring it closer. It is in this moment that you will present your offerings, the exchanges. Life energy, soul energy, arcane energy. This is the offering. And should everything go well, the connection will be made, and you will be able to commune with Thaleros.
Sounds good. All right.
Then you are all again directed to where you stand. She, Euraxibus, moves to the center of the circle. She stands next to the altar, and you see that tome that she had before. And she opens it and begins to speak. Through her words, she commands the veils to bend, to tear, for magic to penetrate and scry across the realm. And as you would notice, people begin to light their candles. And there is going to be a either an arcana or a perception check of your choice here. As the dark, shadowy winds begin to form here, they shift and present a challenge to some of the threads that are beginning to try to take notice and hold of the realm. And Cecil, you have your thread, but you would notice in the darkness and the shadows specters that begin to come forward. And they wrap around Avi and Bracken. The two of you, Avi, Bracken, you feel these specters as they begin to grab at you. And we have against Avi a 7 and a 6, so neither attack works. Towards Bracken, an 11 and a 9. But it does seem that these specters are hostile, and Diraxibis calls across. Those figures must be dealt with before we can continue.
Oh. Say less. I can do that.
So, what do you all do?
I go punch the ghosts.
Punch a ghost. Try it.
I will punch a ghost. A ghost, as some people would call it.
Don't start this. Your fists have reached to the area where they are considered magical, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. The 20 hits, but the 11 will just miss.
Yeah. I'm gonna follow up with a bonus action punch. Does it 21 hit?
Yeah.
Cool, that'll be 10 more.
This one's starting to look a little rough, but you still have this one and the other one on you.
Alright, and that will be my turn.
What is Avi doing?
Can we get a dissonant whispers with the specter that's on me?
Yeah, we can get a dissonant whispers at one of the specters on you.
It's a wisdom save.
Cool. That is an 11.
That's a failure. That is 8 psychic, and I need to move away.
So this one does move away with a hiss, flies back to one of the dark corners. Anything else on your turn?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. Cecil, you're holding your candle as you see your friends fighting against the specters. Do you do anything?
Yeah, can I go smack the one that Bracken hit?
Um,
Or can I not leave formation?
you have to defeat these before the things. But I will say that if you break hold of your candle, you will have to remake your connection, the tether. So you can attack if you use one hand without
Sure.
breaking the connection of your tether to the
Yeah.
ritual.
Warhammer's versatile, I can do that.
Okay, then go for it.
18
18 will hit Ghost.
for 8.
And that is a magical weapon. So one of the specters on Bracken goes down.
I'll smack the other one.
Hell yeah,
19
definitely.
for
Oh,
9.
I like that. 18 gets 8, 19 gets 9. Patterns, they're everywhere. Alright, so that's Bracken and Cecil there. Avi. And with that, we come back to our specters, who again claw at the sort of figures. The one between Bracken and Cecil is going to go for Bracken. With a 21 to hit Bracken.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is 9 points of necrotic damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Con save. That's a 14.
You just take 9 points of damage.
Excellent, thank you.
Avi, you have the one that is still on you
Mhm.
with a gentleman's 20 to hit
That will hit.
for 9 points of necrotic damage, and I do need a constitution saving throw.
That's a 19.
You only take the 9 points of necrotic damage, but you do hear the hiss and the sort of shifting of air as that one that you had hit with your dissonant whispers comes flying back at your face.
Hmm.
But I believe a 12 misses.
Yeah.
So it's just present, but it does not strike. We come back to your initiative grouping, and I ask, what is it that you would like to do here?
Well, I mean, we got to deal with these ghosts, right?
Sure.
These justs.
Mm-mm.
So what are you doing then?
I guess we're gonna keep fighting the ghosts.
Are you gonna roll?
Okay. I thought we were talking about it as a group. I didn't.
Yeah, you all work on the same initiative essentially, so you can take your actions as you will.
12?
12 just hits the ghost.
Excellent. Math.
It's
That's-
enough. Yeah, this thing was already damaged. Your 3 attacks cause it to burst, leaving just the 2 on Avi.
Awesome. And that will be Bracken's turn.
Okay.
Now they're both within melee of me.
They are both within melee, yes.
Oh goodness. Okay, we'll try this. We'll try and firebolt one of them. It's 12.
Just hits.
And that's 12 fire.
And you would notice that as your flames are impacted against the specter, that the fires do not seem to burn as intensely as it seems that there is some resistance.
Cool. I'd love to hear that.
Cool.
Oh goodness. That's it. That's me.
Okay. And then we have Cecil. You are the last to act amongst your group.
Yeah, I'll calmly walk over to the ones on Avi.
Okay. So, 9 and 13. As you swing down, the 9 will take out the first of the 2. The 17 will strike on the second, and 13 damage is a heavy hit, but the figure still remains. And that is all of your actions. Ansel will release a sacred flame. And our specter succeeds, so there's nothing that is done in the moment, as the specter then hisses once more and will go for Avi, trying to claw at the untethered. And an 8 misses, so you're fine, Avi. Able to easily move out of the way as we then come to your grouping of initiative once more. What are you guys doing?
Finish it off.
You can certainly try.
Everybody else?
Oh, go ahead.
All right. Oh boy.
It was dead on the first punch.
Well, you gotta get those wisps out of here.
As your hands catch through the wisps, you would notice, of course, the threads that connect figures to the ritual and to the plane of shadow. However, the threads that were from Avi and Bracken seemed to wither and be in jeopardy. But now that the specters are gone, you're able to notice that they are no longer feeding on that tether, and it allows it to grow strong. Your Exibus nods you each to get back to your positions so that the ritual may then proceed.
Bracken will make his way back. For context, he is not very good with these, so he has gotten some chalk and drawn out an X on the floor for him.
I just imagine the whole like magic people, I'm not good at it, bracket having this chalk like a wizard might carry around, just so that way if there's magic stuff happening, Bracken doesn't seem like an idiot.
He can know his spot. I'm imagining a very complex magical circle with sigils and glyphs and all sorts drawn in it, and then just like a very crappy X somewhere for him to stay.
Well, good thing that all the sigils are actually part of the room and haven't been drawn on.
Even better.
So it's very out of place. And as the ritual continues, you are welcomed, beckoned forward by your Exibus to place your candles atop the altar next to the mirror, to gaze upon the reflections and to reach out, to call forth the entity you are seeking to contact and to present your verses to add on to this. And as you are offering this, this would also be in the moment where you offer the energy. So who would make the first?
Cecil will go first. We needed 100 total hit points worth of health.
100 total, yes.
Is it? What's the mechanic of doing this?
No need to like throw yourself on top of any sort of spike or anything like that. If you are presenting to give your blood energy, you'll be pricked upon your finger, but then the magic will be drawn out of you, and you'll just lose the health.
Okay. Cecil will do 60 points.
Alright, so Cecil offers 60 points, and your rhyming couplet for the verse?
Visions abound, darkest shadow. We seek answers, the truth shall narrow.
Okay. You hold that in your mind as you present this, as your energy is taken. Who is the next to make an offer?
I'll step up.
Alright. Avi, you step forward. Place the candle down. And what do you offer?
I will offer my life energy, 20 points.
20 points. And
80.
your couplet?
2 souls unknown, the key entwined, in crisis bound, destinies align.
As you present this, it then turns to the next figure, Uraxibus, falling her golden eyes towards Bracken as the energies of the room begin to amplify. The ritual beginning to solidify and take place. Bracken, you step forward, yes?
Yes.
You place your candle down next to the mirror, and
Yep.
20 points is what is needed to complete the offering.
He will do just that.
And your rhyming couplet?
Bracken's not very good. So, what he's written down, he clears his throat real quick. He goes, "Scrub-a-dub-dub, suds in a tub. I fought on a battlefield, there was lots of mud."
I can't believe that's actually what you went with. Take a fucking inspiration point.
Let's go.
Uh,
I thought it through. I was like, oh, wait, Bracken would absolutely write something like that.
your Axbis does not seem impressed.
Yeah, well.
However, Ansel, Zephyriel also step forward. They present blood, life energy. They add their own calls across the veils, and who's that advantage going to, Scout? Alright, the next roll. I'll just, because I'm about to ask for a group roll here, roll to see who will get it. That'll go to Cecil. As you all present these offerings, as you call out across the veils, I'm going to ask for Arcana checks. Avi, Cecil. You feel where the veils connect with you, and it's a little strained and tenuous with you, Cecil. Bracken,
Yeah.
you experience some arcane feedback and take 4 points of force damage as the energy snaps back into you.
Ah.
Would you like to try again?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Arcana.
Oh, sorry. And Arcana. Oh.
3 points of force damage.
Ah! I'll get it. Hold on. Third time's the charm?
You did just gain inspiration. I will remind you.
I'm not gonna burn it for...
Just, as you seem to struggle, your Axibase reaches out. You take another 2 points of force damage, and as she places her hand, the warmth, almost intense in this moment from her palm as it covers your mind's eye, and she will force a connection using her own strengths as the conductor of the ritual, but also
Appreciate
probably some of her own things. And also, thank you for the donation. I just saw that pop up on screen. So,
Didn't want to keep anyone waiting. I appreciate you on that.
you all have a connection now. And what you witness, the threads of veils that emerge from the mirror, that reach out, that entwine with auras that now become visible, souls, your souls, there's an anchoring between yourselves and what you will witness here. Go ahead, roll for me perception checks, please. Not only do the threads reach out from the mirror, shadows begin to form across the surface, begin to spill outwardly. And it is in those shadows that you notice, observing from some dark, cloudy backdrop, a masked angel. The mask is smooth, a metal helmet covering the top of her head and her eyes. Religion checks, please. Bracken. This is Decivara, the Oracle of Silence. The one that Cariante had warned you of. And for a moment, as you make this recognition, Bracken, it feels like all of her attention is on you.
Hey guys, this is the one that Kari told us about.
And if her attention was on you before, it is intense now as you speak aloud, Bracken. The vision begins to fragment, begins to fray. You see it trying to be pulled apart. And as you are watching this, anyone who would like to make a strength or constitution or intelligence save may do so. Okay. As you all begin to exert your willpower, trying to control the connection, maintaining, you in tandem work together. And though it just wavers for a moment, it stabilizes. And once more you see the desolate landscape where he was enchained. You see the ruined stone Colosseum, empty. And perception checks. Avi would spot this. And Cecil would spot this. And Bracken will spot this. Wow, we got 3 nat 20s going? Ooh, what a episode we are in for tonight.
We're just really good at this. We saw what you were trying to set up, and we wanted to make you proud.
Further beyond the ruined and desolate place, this empty Colosseum, a barren valley, sheltered under a blanket of fog, of misty emptiness, and the 3 mysterious dark towers of hewn stone, like claws rising up from the broken earth, As you see this, however, there is a entity of some sort, a thrashing of withered black feathered wings, and I need wisdom saving throws. Okay, so Avi is fine. Cecil is fine. Bracken,
Yes,
wisdom save.
it's right there.
And Bracken's fine.
Okay.
So, as you're looking past the chaos that is trying to interrupt the ritual, that is interrupting the ritual, you're able to hold onto yourselves and not lose your grip, but perception checks, please. You all see this. A majestic and ghostly figure. An angel with withered black wings. Sunken skeletal features. Eye sockets of emptiness. Devoid of life or emotion. There's an aura of death that seeps through the vision into this very room. And as you all see this, as you all recognize the entity that you are seeing here, you might actually recognize them further through a religion check. Avi knows who this is. Avi. This is Morvestrium, a virtue of decay, a former servant of Desirion who waged war against him in the wastes of Vale d'Umbra before seizing dominion, ascending to virtuehood. A very powerful entity. As the ritual has been interrupted here, you can continue. Or you, as your character, may end your connection. But if you press forward, you may be able to find more information. So, on a group initiative, what do you wish to do? Do you wish to try and find more information? Do you wish to end the ritual?
I'm in it. I'm here to get as much information as possible.
Yeah, let's do this.
Cecil's not giving up. He's with you.
All right. As you try to press against the essence of Morvestrial, it's another wisdom save. Sorry. So, what happens here is a situation of two sides. You press forward against the essence of Morvestrial, and you are able to retch some information from the vision, but not without a cost. Avi will take 12 points of necrotic damage.
Nope.
Bracken will take 19 points of necrotic damage. And then Cecil takes 21. And you gain a new bit of knowledge. There is the presence of a living angel trying to break free from imprisonment. And a glance of a dismal night sky above the 3 pillars of stone. As we come back, what do you wish to do here? Do you wish to try and find more information? Or do you wish to end the ritual?
Can we use abilities at this point?
For the ritual?
For healing?
That's what I'm saying. For the ritual, if you do not press forward with the ritual, you must break it. There are other people that are present here, so don't feel that you are at a, if you go unconscious, you won't die. It's not like you're being left unless you don't trust these figures, because who knows? You just met them, right?
No,
I'm good to keep going.
Avi's willing to risk it. I'm going to keep going.
Yeah, so I'll keep going.
So, you press forward. You try for more information. Another round of wisdom saves, please.
Oh no. I just rolled off the 20.
Oh no! If anyone's got inspiration or other abilities for saves, I would remind you of
I
them
will
now.
burn my inspo.
I
I
will
will
as well.
Oh,
I'll use Indomitable. Is that something that can be used?
I will say it can be used here.
Oh wait, can I use my scarf actually? Can I use a reaction to block the damage?
This isn't, so it's different than an attack, so it's not an attack roll coming forward.
Okay.
So Avi gets a 16.
Oh,
That's
we're not
better.
doing the old inspiration anymore?
No, we're not doing that. That got
Okay.
changed. But we did get an advantage from chat. Genvu, who we sending that to?
I guess I need the roll, right?
Yeah, Bracken probably needs the roll at this point. So, Bracken,
So wisdom save.
wisdom save.
Mm.
You've got a 13. Okay, good to know.
Thank you, Gambo.
So again, you
Jumbo.
press against the forces of Movestrio. And again, it is success, but at a cost. Your mind is assaulted by the feathers and the beating of black wings as you retch forward more information. The feeling of being dragged out under the moonlit, from under the moonlit sky into a dark corridor lit by ghostly veil flames. A glimpse of a broken amulet lying on the floor. The symbol of the Oracle of Silence. And as these visions are pulled forward, Avi, 12 points of necrotic damage.
Could I use my strength of the grave?
Sure.
Okay. Working it. Oh, and I get it. I'll drop to 1.
Bracken, you take 19 points of necrotic damage.
Still good.
Cecil, you take 21.
Very down.
As you fall either to your knee or unconscious, those of you that are still awake, you feel yourself grow weak. The powers that connect you, tether you to the veil, erupt. You feel your body begin to tense to a point of extremity as you fall. Energies that seize through you. You all awake. You don't know how much later. You are being tended to by Master Milburn Vetsk, as well as an undead half-orc, a nurse by the name of Tagari. And as soon as you are waking up, Milburn begins to assist you all. Be careful. Easy now. You had necrotic energy seeping out of your bodies. It was only after the Lady Araxibes deployed an anti-magic field that we were able to gain any sort of control of this situation.
Oh, we got what we needed, yeah?
Did you? You were the ones that were connected.
We saw a lot.
We did.
All right then. Good job, everyone.
As you all are going through the memories of what you saw, it kind of starts to do a internal check of if you're okay, how you're feeling. Roll for me medicine or arcana checks. Cecil. You almost don't notice it. But that you notice the fact that you don't notice it. A certain extra vitality that you've been able to call upon since the sky fell. You don't feel the sort of life energy that has imbued itself in you.
Something's missing.
Mobrin is curious. The figure raises an eyebrow. Is everything okay?
I think I'm okay. I just feel like the change that happened during the Skyfire incident has gone away or reverted somehow.
It may be an effect of the anti-magic field, a suppression of sorts. Though I am curious, you see, don't seem like one of much arcane ability. Perhaps you can explain to me what has happened. You said it came from the Skyfire crisis.
Yeah, I was just kind of imbued with some more restorative properties to enhance my existing abilities, but I'm not sure if I have that anymore.
I will let you know, you still have it, it's just suppressed currently. It seems that these were what were going out of control. So, while you aren't in any sort of further harm from the rampant energies, you also are unable to call upon it. And Avi, Bracken, as Cecil begins to talk about this, is when you make your own revelations of the very same. That energy that you've been able to call upon since the sky fell. It seems null. Dormant.
That's a bit of a change.
It'll come back. Yeah.
I mean, it hopefully does. We kind of need that, right?
You had survived without it before, but I do not know. As he looks to, you would see that he looks past the where you've been tended to past the nurse, and you would notice that both Lady Araxibase and the Professor Grimsnapper are here as well. Araxibase, you are the more knowledgeable on the occult. Is this something that would come back? It is likely that it should. But we have not met anyone quite like yourselves. This is uncharted. The best thing that we can do is continue forward. I had some glimpses of what was seen through the vision. But since you were connected, your clarity could provide much needed information.
Well, we saw an angel, one of the keeper of silence. I forget the name. One of our friends knows it better, but she warned us about it.
Oracle of Silence.
Oracle. That's the
Anything else? Any sort of landmarks that might be able to narrow down the Colosseum you look for?
There were towers. 3 towers. Kind of like a claw.
Well, that it sounds a bit like the Gronimus, the Gron Nemesis. That comes from Professor Grimsnapper, the dwarven figure. Go ahead, roll for me history or arcana. Anyone who'd be interested.
What was the key word he said there?
The Gron Nemesis. All right, 13 history for Bracken.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
I had to heavily edit something that I had made a note of.
So, as we have these history rolls on whatever name that Grimsnapper had presented, we'll find out the information that it yields after our ad break. So, stick around with us. We will be right back. You can hang out, you can chat, but please don't leave us and don't mute the ads or we won't get credit. Ads are a huge part of how we are able to keep our games affordable. If you'd like to directly support us, you may make that. You may make a donation to my Ko-fi. We have a link for that on screen. Ko-fi donations help get your GM the well-needed caffeine, but also provide the help unlock awesome perks for the entire community. These perks include double XP, double treasure, special companions, new quests, and they are able to be enjoyed by everyone in the community for the next cycle next week. So stick around. We'll be right back, and see you soon. All right, we are back at it. As you all are awake after the ritual, you seem to grab some more information at the cost of falling unconscious. The ritual seemed to have concluded in your absence, and you were tended to, and well, you don't know how long you were out. Upon your awakening, perhaps a bit of disturbing revelation. Your veil-torn powers seem suppressed, unable to be called upon. And for a moment you are worried that you are in danger, as you had been once upon a time when the barriers were still unstable. But you were in no immediate danger, or at least not of further harm. And as you each list off what you remember of the vision, Grimsnapper brings up a name. Degronimus Nemesis. Degron Nemesis. Words. And as you are thinking, Avi, Bracken, that's just a myth. That's all that really comes to you. But Cecil, you know a little bit more. The Garon Nemesis was an ancient heritage site for followers of Desirion. It served as a temple and grounds of both performance and competition among the faithful, where they could demonstrate the arts they had gained in life. Though, following the rebellion of one of Desirion's exiles, an angel of death called Morvestrial, the site became heavily contentious, a battlefield, and ultimately Desirion abandoned it, rather than sacrifice souls against Morvestrial.
I'll share that with everyone else.
We saw him too. Morvestrial.
I believe you're right.
Euraxibus and Grimsnapper look to each of you. If you are seeking the Colosseum, it will be exceedingly difficult. Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Did we get a Feywild sneeze?
That's why I like to push to talk.
Yeah.
You can check the VODs if you really want to hear it. So, as Grimsnapper continues, you have the plane of shadow itself. It is mutable, ever shifting. There are places that exist and correspond to locales of the living world, as well as memories of what was once therein, or the souls that linger. Morvestrial is but one of them. And if anyone would like to roll history or religion,
Oh.
Avi, Bracken. Morvestrial is herself a shadow among shadows. Very little is known of her, other than her faithful following within a domain that exalts the final withering transformation of a dead body into dust.
Well, we do need to find this place. How do you suggest we start?
At that point, the withered elven figure of Archmage Montanor enters in. And she's still the sort of barrier between frailty and of grace. And I suggest you seek assistance of a former colleague, a scholar in retirement of the name
Jethro. Sorry. I miss him.
Vrindarin Solzanoth. And they were familiar with the places of worship for peculiar deities, the lesser known divine servants, and powerful entities of claiming niche followings. If anyone would know about Movestrial and how to find the Grand Nemesis. Lachlan, you need to worry in pronunciation things. It would be Vrindorin. But as soon as she mentions this, there's a moment, though perhaps information might be sought elsewhere. A less dangerous path. Do you try and press Vontanor to give you more information of a dangerous path, or would you like to try and find information elsewhere?
What is our other option?
We don't fear a dangerous path.
No, but we need to know all of our options.
Yeah, I agree.
There are plenty of research avenues available to you, the Scriptorium Umbranari being one of them. But there are the larger, broader university libraries, perhaps even private ones if you can find yourself rubbing against the nobles. All I offer is one potential avenue, but even I do not know every option that is available for one's life to take, even in my age and on life.
Oh, where might we find this friend druid?
Persuasion, to try and see if Fontanor will open up.
It's a 20.
There's not much that I see of this figure much these days. They have long since retired, found themselves in entrenched in different cultures outside of what I find myself within. Seems that perhaps you're getting through, but there seems to be more information that can be gotten. Does anyone else try? Bracken, Cecil?
I can't roll higher than a 20, so.
It's not always about rolls. Like, you're not... It's not trying to beat the roll of someone else.
Yep.
You've gotten some success, but there could be more.
Yeah, just like that. That's gonna get us everywhere, right?
And I will say Ansel and Zephyriel are present as well. Bracken, you may have advantage from the help that you get from the NPCs.
Oh, sweet. Even better. He's not good with words.
So as your attempts to doesn't seem to hearken much any sort of inspirings in Vontenor. She perhaps a better use of your time would be researching here instead of cavorting with the secretarian and cultish. No need to waste any sort of times.
I mean, yeah, I can get behind that, sure.
It does seem to provide a bit more information of the type of people that this Rindorin is hanging out with. You may be able to leverage that if you want to try and press for a more direct path instead of spending who knows how long searching tome upon tome. Do any of you press further?
I mean, I've been convinced into looking into books more, but
Yeah, I mean, you can be. You've gotten more information through the sense that whatever Rindorin is getting involved with, it's sectarian. There's cultish, and it is a culture unlike that of academia. But it's also dangerous, according to Montana.
gotcha. Let me think about this one.
Now, while I would love to spend all of my time here reading as many books as possible, but we are no stranger to danger, especially when it comes to cults. Are you sure there's nothing else you can tell us?
Go ahead, roll for me another perception check. Roll another persuasion.
I will give the help action.
What do you add to the conversation?
I I will include along the lines of, we've dealt with some culty types before, so if you're holding back any information to keep us scared or that would, feel like it would get under our skin with some creepy crawlies, don't worry about it. We've been able to handle it before.
You may roll at advantage, Avi.
Oh, 18.
In 18. Well, it seems that you have set yourself upon a course. Far be it from me to dissuade you. Rindarine is entrenched in the nobility. Those especially exclusive and fanatical. They disavow outsiders, any who waste their time on popular faiths. You will have to navigate one of the noble estates that Rindarine is known to frequent. Though I only know of one family that I can name with any sort of certainty. House Gized-Dul. It is of a coven of powerful vampires. Anyone who would like to roll a history check here? Let's go, Avi. Bracken, Cecil, that definitely sounds like a noble house.
It's not even the house I was expecting.
But Avi, Gazed's-Dul is notoriously deviant noble house. It makes extensive use of Gloom Noir's corrupt culture of bribery and skullduggery. With a 22, you also know that the house is led by Father Ragaval, an ancient vampire priest devoted to Mazral. He is a member of and primary supporter of the Disciples of Scorn, one of the more brutal and cultishly insular mercenary gangs of the city. They are known to have worked with evil entities, such as the Coven of Zul, to make a profit.
Well, you're right. It's quite dangerous.
It also sounds the most direct.
It does. Vampires. We'll certainly have to think on which course we take.
As you are preparing to leave, it is Lady Araxbase who steps forward. In regards to these strange powers that you have, I will do some research and get the others involved as well to understand what is happening, but I ask that you be careful. Do not overexert yourselves. You may risk another eruption, one that could be fatal this time.
Thank you.
She nods. Is there anything else you do with the scholars of the Scriptorium Umbranari?
As a result of our unconsciousness, did we get a short or a long rest?
I will say you can complete a short rest and can regain HP, and then another 15 on top of whatever you roll from the nursing of Tagari. Bracken, if you are not healing through HP, you still get the plus 15.
Awesome. I'm trying to roll it up here,
Yeah,
so
you're
it's,
good. Just letting you know, because I had seen Avi's and Cecil's come through.
Yeah. So it was one of these, two of these, and then so another 15. So perfect.
Short rest completed, and as you will make your way leaving, our view shifts. During this, there is another professor of the Scriptorium Umbrinari, a man with sunken eyes, a long, spindly nose, drafts a letter while keenly eavesdropping on the conversations between our heroes and their new scholarly allies. Casually, he departs for the evening, passes through the busy streets, and at last arrives at a busy tavern. There, he procures a mug of some indistinct beverage, takes a seat in a dark corner. He sits alone. As he sits, he places the folded letter on the table and waits. It is minutes later. A burly half-ogre ruffian passes by. Without a glance, this ruffian retrieves the letter, puts in its place a small jingling pouch. The professor retrieves this new prize, takes another sip from his drink, and departs the tavern, disappearing into the dark, dreary city. Our viewpoint shifts back to our heroes. You leave the conclave. You are passing through the Heart Cross on the way back to the Mausoleum District. It is as you make your way back that you enter the Soot and Vale Alley. It's a small thoroughfare, nestled on the edges of the Mausoleum District. A narrow, winding street. It weaves its way through a labyrinth of alleys that are hidden behind taverns and shops. Named for the large tavern on the northern side of the street, the air here is thick with the scent of stale ale, mingled with the eerie undertones of incense, the dampness of cobblestone. Every so often you see periodic postings. They are Morgenstadt officers, the Gloom Guards. Each post has a small handful. No fewer than 2, but no more than 4 at any given post. And as you walk through the Soot and Vale Alley, perception or survival checks. Avi, Cecil. Not to be alarming, but you notice that there is an unusual presence behind you. A cloaked figure trails at a distance, following you.
How much of a distance?
about 40 feet, give or take. If you'd like to roll perception or insight here. This lone figure meanders amongst the other citizens, minding their own business, or at least appearing to, but you notice that they are clearly watching you. With a 15, you're able to pick up. The figure seems a female humanoid. You would see tanned skin, but horns, suggesting perhaps a tiefling.
Um, are there uh like people on the street that are selling things like in stalls?
Uh, Not so much back here. This is more the back end of like taverns and stuff like that. There are
Okay,
people that just kind of mingle about, like chefs on break, people that are too drunk to continue in the taverns.
gotcha.
Um, Now there are probably a handful of shady dealers that
Mm-hmm.
may sell overpriced cotton gloves, claiming that they are some other material. Uh,
That's rude.
Mm,
Who would ever do that?
who would
that's
ever do
messed
Who
up.
that,
would be dumb enough to buy something from someone like
Honestly,
that?
right?
so messed up.
But
Goodness.
as you're looking a little bit closer at this figure, if you want to press for even more information, Arcana, Medicine, or Nature.
Oh, good grief.
Oh no.
Was that just for Avi?
Avi, do you point out the figure?
I would be making people aware that we're being followed. Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
Hell yeah.
who nat ones?
We're
You gotta
heroes.
just, bring in the heat.
Cecil, with a 16 nature check, the humanoid that is trailing you, the woman, seems to be alive. And more than likely means she is not a native to Vale de Umbra. There's always the chance, but less likely.
I don't know if either of you recall this, but on our first day here, there was someone looking for us that had come to the manor.
Well, we're not making ourselves too hard to find. The one
Should
tailing us is alive,
uh,
not undead.
should we confront her?
We can try.
Are we coming up on like a place where we could take a turn?
There are fairly handful of areas, different alleys, and much like that.
Uh, I'd like to suggest that we duck in to an alley and wait and see if she follows.
That sounds fun.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, what's the website?
As you all are uh, have paused and have this conversation, having been made aware of this figure, um, no need to roll a perception check. You would notice that um, she soon seems preoccupied. Her eyes kind of going wide as her body language shifts. No longer following you, but now sort of walking on her own. Moving out of the Switten Vale alley to the front of the street. And if you recall the briefing of the city that you've been given, perhaps towards the Soot and Vale Tavern.
Well, I think that after what happened today, we deserve a drink, don't you?
You're speaking my language.
Sure.
So you head to
Oh.
the tavern?
Yeah, I'll start walking that way.
Okay. Let's see if I've got. We'll do a little sea tavern. So, no, we want some music. So, as you all enter in, um, there are sounds here of whispered conversations, and muffled laughter. And you would notice that the figure from the alley has moved to the bar. You see that she is engaging in jovial conversation with several patrons who are partaking of a drinking game. And anyone entering in who would like to roll insight. Even with a few knocked back drinks, she is truly drinking them. She is still eyeing you. It seems that your entrance has not gone unnoticed.
Alright, I've had just about enough of it. I'm gonna walk right up to the bar.
Okay.
And I'll order a drink.
So, as you move up to the bar and you order the drink, you see this striking figure, a golden brown tiefling, sort of mineral-esque sparkle in the sheen of the skin. Youthful countenance, murky umber eyes. Her frame is lithe, though you can catch that there is muscle of rigorous training, grace, agility. Likely a formidable warrior of some note. Her curly hair is ashen. There are streaks of it that shimmer and just rest over the edges of her face. And you catch just the briefest glimpse of the symbol of Solanthra at the edge of her neckline, under the inconspicuous outer clothes.
But I'm standing pretty close to her, yeah?
You're close enough. She's not confronted you yet, but you know that she's watching you, and she probably knows that you're watching her.
Mm-hmm.
And you're close enough that you're able to pick out these details.
Right.
So, are we gonna get a drink or what's the plan?
Avi got a drink. Avi went up to the bar and ordered a drink, which has been poured for you. But if you would like to
And
continue.
I will take a sip, just kind of looking forward, not looking straight at her. You looking for new friends or something?
I'm not looking for new friends, but I did find the enemies that I've been searching for.
Did you now?
Yeah. those who imprisoned Thaleros, conspired with his enemies, undermined Cariante. I'm sure that those all ring bells.
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about.
And of course you wouldn't be. Takes another drink. Bracken, Cecil, what are you guys doing as you see that there seems to be some sort of conversation happening between this new figure and Avi?
Bracken will sip at his drink, but he will shift his grip on his glass from much more up at the top, just casually sipping on it, to really like just full fisting this glass, getting ready to, if he needs to, break it on someone's head.
Cecil's watching the rest of the crowd to see if anyone else is keying in on their conversation between Avi and the new figure.
The closest people that are kind of keying in are the drinking buddies, the patrons that this figure had been moving in with moments ago, and the barkeep, probably keeping an eye for any sort of trouble that might spill out. So no one that seems to be like watching because of any sort of vetted interest, but more because there could be a threat of bodily or structural harm.
Is there a spot on the other side of this group from where Avi is?
Not so. It's group Tiefling Avi, but there's space between Avi and the Tiefling. So
What about on the other side of the group?
yeah, you can go to the other side of the group, but that would put you away from much of the action.
Okay, I'll go up by Avi, but maybe be a little bit down trying to mind my own business, but just be close enough to listen in.
Okay, yeah, no, easily done. So they're putting you over near where Bracken's at.
Yeah.
Look, you can claim ignorance, but know that retribution is coming.
Okay, you want to talk about ignorance? You don't even know that we're here with Kark's blessing. So. Now who's ignorant?
Kari? You speak her name so casually. Cariante is a entity of ultimate respect, and you think that by just dropping a name as if you could be some sort of close ally will make me believe you? No.
First of all, if you're calling me a liar, you can go on, but Kari and I are friends. Been through some shit.
Roll a persuasion check.
It's a 14.
Yeah, you went through some shit with Cariante.
I did.
Yeah. Likely
Saved me
story.
from a horde of zombies.
Anyone could have been saved by from a horde of zombies. They were crawling around everywhere.
Exactly.
That doesn't make you so buddy-buddy.
Okay. What gives you such a complex that you think you know everything?
Because I was close to Thaleros. I would send contacts, magical ones. And when everything happened, when Thaleros stopped answering my contacts, who was there? You. So you're involved in all of this, and you can't tell me otherwise.
You're right, we are involved in all of this.
So you admit guilt. Therefore, divine
I don't.
retribution will follow.
Sure, okay, whatever you say. You're real funny.
Roll a persuasion check.
It's better. 24.
You see that your sort of laissez-faire and amusement at this sets this figure back on her feet, sort of causes her intensity to waver. You may be getting somewhere. And, who knows? Maybe can understand and turn her assumptions, or maybe just give her enough pause.
Listen, what you think you know about Valeros and everything that happened quite possibly could all be false. We know kind of where he is, and we're trying to get him. That's why we're here. You want to call down some divine retribution, you go ahead, but he'll be stuck there.
Persuasion or intimidation?
They're both the same modifier.
Do it to him.
I will. 22. Intimidation.
Uh, 22 intimidation. That's a really good intimidation. It doesn't seem that you may be winning over her as a new friend, but you see a moment where she pauses, thinks over what's happening. Your threats aren't going to scare me away. If you're going to go after Thaleros, I'm coming with you. I'm going to see to myself that you're true to your word.
You're coming with us.
I am.
Oh, you're serious? Okay. I mean,
Oh, we're
sure.
getting another +1?
Yeah, I guess she's invited herself along. I suppose we could use the help.
You really could. Especially if you need someone to, I don't know, guide your souls back to a path of light.
Whoa, whoa.
That's real funny.
Again, kind of narrows her eyes at each of you.
Buy you a drink?
Sure.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that answer, and I'll kind of wave one down from the bartender.
She'll take the drink. So, as she takes a sip of it, places it down. I guess proper introductions are in order. I'm Natriana Strawbess of the Church of Solomon.
Yeah, figured. I'm Avi.
Bracken.
Cecil.
I'm Sol. A professor rather than Saphir. Pleasure to make an acquaintance. And she nods. As you have made this new acquaintance, as she has joined up with you, perhaps under a pretense that is not the most friendly. You are here. You can enjoy a drink. What do you all do? You stay for the drink? Do you return to Robinmere? Do you go to another tavern to find yourself dinner.
Well, I've had just about enough of whatever today was. I think I'm gonna head back to the house.
I think we need to think about and discuss our next course of action.
Well, let's make our way back. I think we're all in agreement here.
So we head out then.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Oh, are you living with us now?
Well,
Is that part of this?
I'm not just going to let you walk around in an area such as Lumnor, filled with the seedy underside of the city. I'm sure that I can make arrangements with whoever you're boarding with, and if not, find something close by.
All right. Well, since you seem keen on protecting us, you know the way. So please.
Fine. And she finishes off the rest of her drink, and we'll start leading out of the tavern. You all follow?
No,
Okay.
I
Cecil,
haven't finished my drink.
Cecil, you've been keeping your eye and ear out for any sort of trouble. Roll me a perception check.
21.
21. Thank you for the donation.
Yep.
With a 21, you would hear that there is moments after Natriano left, some commotion that comes from outside. Sounds like a fight.
I'll alert everyone else, and I think there's trouble outside. It was very close to her leaving.
Uh-oh. I suppose we should go help her.
I suppose we should.
So, as you move out, it is, you see lithe bodies, agile movements, and a glimpse of unholy red light where eyes should be. And there are 8 of them surrounding where Natriana is. You can see that she is quite outmatched here, even with her own prowess. And you are entering into a combative situation, so we are rolling initiatives. I guess that's fitting for Avi.
Just enjoying the day.
So, we've got bam, bam. So, it will be firstly our shield guards. Then we have, after that, Cecil, and then Bracken. We have our crossbowmen. Avi. Skirmishers. And our mage. So. And so our shield guards are the first to move, and the first thing that they are going to do is notice that more figures have joined the battle and will make a rush. There are 2 of them, and they break the formation away from Natriana and rush towards Bracken and towards Cecil. I will say you all get a +1 to all of your attacks for the rest of the session from chat. But
Thank you.
the shield guards coming forward, that is a 21 to hit Cecil.
Yes.
And that will be 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a strength save.
14.
Just barely managed to not be knocked prone. And a 21 to hit Avi. Not Avi, Bracken.
Yeah, that'll be.
That's going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a strength save.
Oh, I'm good at those.
19, you are not knocked prone, but each of you have now a shield guard in front of you. You can see this undead figure, again, the red light where eyes should be. As Cecil, we come to your turn.
I'll swing back at the one that hit me.
Go for it.
So 29.
Yeah.
I'm about a 17.
A 17 will just hit a shield guard.
Then I'm going to bonus action second wind. That's good.
Okay.
That's it.
As Cecil's turn comes to an end, Bracken, we come to your turn.
The one on me, I will go ahead and combat. We are gonna go for about it's a 14 hit.
A 14 does not hit.
All right, so 1. And then we are going to go ahead and flurry of blows. And we're gonna go ahead and oh wait, I guess I should select the hit first.
That would help.
Okay, that one definitely does. I'm gonna spend a superiority die to add a trip attack on this.
Okay.
So that will be this and this. 17 damage on that, and I need a strength save.
Oof, he's good at them, but that's a bad roll. That's a 7.
That will make him prone.
All right. So, with a prone shield guard on Bracken's turn, it will be coming up to our. You see the crossbowman taking a shot, also leaving the circle around Natriana, taking aim amongst your group. And before the trigger can be pulled, it's where we're going to take our next ad break. So we will be right back. Hang out with us, chat, and please let the ads run. You can turn down the volume, but don't mute them, and please don't leave us. Ads are a huge part of how we can get credit and keep our games affordable. You can also support us directly by donating to my Ko-fi. We have a link for that on screen. Ko-fi donations also, they help your GM get much needed caffeine, but also provide community-wide benefits, unlock perks for everyone to experience during our gameplays. These perks include double XP, double treasure, special companions, and even new quests. So we will be right back. We love you all. We'll see you soon. Alright, we are coming back in the middle of battle. The crossbowman is taking aim and will be doing so towards Bracken. And as the trigger is released before it can even move to hit you, Bracken, Natriana is going to use her reaction to move into the way and intercept, taking the hit. And Avi, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Let's pick someone and throw a firebolt out.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 18 fire.
Okay.
And then why not? We'll quicken spell, and we'll shoot at another one. And that's gonna be a 28 to hit
Okay.
for 7 fire.
All right. So as the energies that you call upon course through the air, impacting against two figures, and anything else from Avi?
Yeah, I'll send a bardic to Cecil.
Cecil gets a bardic. D8.
It is a D8.
Cool.
All right.
Things are going on a date.
You guys have had a date before? Yeah, it's a fruit. Skirmishers.
I don't know if you could say that. It's pride.
I can.
Happy treatment, likelihood.
Happy treatment.
I too am a little fruity.
Okay.
It is our skirmishers go. They stay around Natriana, and will take their attacks, focusing on her. Most of which do not hit, but the one that does seems to bash the crossbow bolt that she took even further in. She grunts in pain as it is now our wizard's go. And our wizard is going to release a energy of necrotic pulsing, and I need everyone to make me con saves. We're gonna get a circle of death.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Alright,
Save.
yeah, con save. Alright, so Avi and Bracken succeed and will take half damage. Cecil, that is full damage. And on a failed save, you're looking at 27 points necrotic damage. our NPCs. Ansel takes the full damage.
Oh, goody.
So 27. Now that's
13.
13. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You also would feel in the energies that kind of combat against you a remnant of what you had felt in the altar chamber. It seems that your powers are going out of control. Our shield guardians are going to go. The one at Bracken's feet will use half movement to stand up and go for another bash. With a 17 to hit.
That match. That'll hit.
Meets it, beats it. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And that will be a strength save, please. Alright, that'll be... You remain on your feet. We've got the one over near Cecil doing the same. An 18 to hit Cecil.
Just misses.
Alright, then you're fine. And Cecil, we come to your turn. As you feel that energy inside of you, there is a surge. It's bubbling forward. You can choose here to release it or contain it. Releasing it allows you to make an attack with no action. It just happens. You still have to roll for it, but...
I'm gonna contain it for now to see what happens.
Okay, so as you try and contain it, then you will take 12 points of force damage.
Okay.
As the energy is sort of battered around inside of you. But
Alright.
that's at the start of your turn. You still have your full action. And
Then,
bonus action and anything else you want to use.
I will attack the shield guard in front of me. It's gonna be 24.
Yeah, for sure.
And a 20.
Alright. He's looking rough, but he's still standing. And anything else from you, Cecil?
That's it.
Bracken, we come to your turn. You feel the energy, and there's no way to contain what you have. It bursts forth, and necrotic energy is spilling out of you. At the start of your turn, this saps both your own health, but it seems to affect those in an immediate area around you. Roll for me 2d6, please.
2 to 6.
2d6.
7.
You take 7 points of damage, but your enemy within 5 feet also takes 7 points of damage.
Excellent. And I will go ahead and start punching up on him.
Go for it.
The first one I'm gonna do another one of them trip attacks. So that'll be boom, boom,
Gosh dang it, Sirenscape.
and one of them. Total damage there. That's 16, 24.
He's down.
Excellent.
And where is the other? Or there's another guy, right?
There's another shield guardian next to Bracken, but you do, again, have an aura around you.
Next to who?
The other shield guardian is next to, not Bracken, next to Cecil.
There we go.
But you do recall that you have an aura around you.
Yes, it's 5 feet, right?
It is 5 feet.
Can I set up a flank or
You
no?
can set up a flank, and Cecil would not be caught in it.
I will do that.
Okay.
And I will. Oof.
A 12 unfortunately does not hit.
Yeah. Does my aura affect this guy?
It is at the start of
Or
your turn.
start a turn. Got it.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. That will be my turn.
Yeah, you like release a pulse of energy and
Her.
like at the start of your turn, that's what happens.
Yes.
So it is a crossbowman, and since he couldn't do it before, he's going to do it now. He's going to take a shot at you, Bracken, or at least attempt to.
Oh no.
That is a natural 20.
I'll shield that with the good old scarf.
All right, so the scarf comes into play here. And as the bolt falls, our NPCs are going to act, and from Ansel there is the energy that radiates outward, and will impact against one of the figures here. Which one? We don't know yet, but that one. So he's then going to call down a sacred flame on the same figure. Why not? Who fails the dexterity save and will take some extra damage. As we then come to Avi, it is your turn, and you again have this energy of death that begins to permeate around you, a pulse that fills the 5 feet. But you are the only creature within that area. 2d6, please.
That is 6.
That is 6 points of necrotic damage that you take,
Okay.
or that goes towards you.
Mm.
But that is at the start of your turn. What would you like to do?
How far is that mage?
Mage would be about, we'll put 25 feet from you at this point in combat.
Great. Can I get a con save from him?
Sure. Con save. I'm getting some battle music back. That is a 14 con save.
He's blinded.
Alright, mage is blinded. Not good.
Mm.
Anything else from Avi?
Yeah, I'll send up Bardic to Bracken.
Bracken gets a Bardic.
Woo!
So, as Bracken gets a Bardic, Avi, your turn does come to an end. Our skirmishers are going to go, and you still have 2 that are going to fight against Natriana, but the other 2 are going to move over, seeing that Bracken's a bit of a threat.
Me?
Yeah.
Little me?
Yeah, and they're going to raise their swords against you. We've got a 16 to hit,
Nope.
and the 11 will definitely miss, so you're fine. But you do have
Hey.
2 other people that are wanting to be friends, it seems. Well, I think they're a little bit beyond people at this point. Avi, you blinded a mage.
I did.
The mage doesn't like that.
He doesn't have to.
He's going to cast Dispel Magic.
Uh-oh.
What level is blindness deafness?
2nd.
You see, as the casting goes through, that the eye is clear. That bright red gleam, shining as intense as ever, and you feel eyes on you, almost staring into your soul. But that's his turn. We come to our shield guard. There's one left. It is over near you, Cecil. And it's going to try and bash and knock you prone. With a gentleman's 20 to hit.
That will hit my AC, yes.
Alright. For 7 points of bludgeoning damage and a strength save, please.
16.
16, you stay standing. And as you are staying standing, Cecil, we come to your turn once more. You have that energy building up inside of you. Do you contain it or do you release it?
We're going to release it.
All right. So this is a spell attack. Technically, what we're going to run with it is then 1d20 plus your charisma plus your proficiency bonus.
Alright, just a d20 straight.
Okay.
Oh no, my character sheet.
Oh no.
Oh wait, it's... okay. That's a 9. That's actually an 8.
An 8. So the energy doesn't stay well within you, but it also doesn't hit a target. So you just hear the crack as it hits a structure. Some civilians kind of duck out of the way, a little unaware of what's going on here.
Sorry, I'm also mostly unaware. I will attack him.
Okay.
19.
19 hits.
What a 16.
16 just misses the shield guard. However, I believe... Oh no, he's just hanging in there by a thread. He's looking real bad.
That's it.
I will remind you that you have a bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah, it's an 8. I'll use it. How about a 21?
Yeah, sure. That'll hit.
That's the max damage.
He goes down. There are no more shield guards. But you do have skirmishers, you have a crossbowman, and you have a mage. It's Bracken. Oh.
Is there anywhere I can move for some amount of cover?
You could move behind some of the crates and stuff that's on the streets, as you are. Again, this is happening out on the street.
That'll be great, thanks.
All right, so Cecil ducks behind some cover. Bracken, we come to your turn.
Yeah.
You've got skirmishers on you. You've got a crossbowman that shot at you. You've got stuff that's going on.
We will go for the skirmisher in that case. That is on me.
All right, yeah, one of the two for sure.
Yeah. Do I still have my aura?
You do. That's right. So please roll for me 2d6 at the start of your turn.
Dose D6. Oh, I got doubles. Does that do anything?
It means that they each take 6 points of necrotic damage.
That's
But
cool.
So do you.
Does that mean I get to roll again? We will go ahead and just punch one of them. $16 damage.
Yeah, 16 damage. He's still on his feet, but
We will go ahead and take a patient defense on this one.
okay. Patient defense, easily done. Crossbowman is now going to turn towards Avi.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Mm.
And takes a shot. And that's going to be a 12.
That does not hit.
All right, then you're fine. As it comes to your turn, Avi.
I still only have eyes for this mage. I'll cast Mind Spike.
Okay.
I need a wisdom save from him. I'm the upcast.
That is a 19 on the wisdom save.
Oh, so he'll pass and take half.
Okay.
So he will take 12 psychic.
12 psychic. He's not looking too hot.
Okay. That's it. That's my turn.
It's Avi's turn. I do need the 2d6 at the start
Oh,
of your
that's
turn.
right.
Keep forgetting the aura.
Oh, that's 3.
You take 3 points of damage. it is our skirmishers go, of which we've got 2 on Natriana, and will continue taking their attacks against her, both of which will miss. And she is going to fight back against them. You see a dagger in her hand, and she is going to slash outward. But it seems that the arrow in her side is bothering her quite a bit, as that's a natural 1. And you hear the hiss of pain. The other 2 are going after Bracken. They have disadvantage because of your patient defense. Which means the first one is an 11.
Nope.
But the second one is a 20.
Yeah, that'll do.
For 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And our wizard, our mage, turns facing towards Avi, and a crackling energy comes into hand as he's going to send out an arcane burst. But an 8 will miss.
That's right, it will.
But he'll try again.
Okay.
Oh, he doesn't hit. That's a natural 1.
Oh, bless.
So, Avi, you're fine. As we come, Cecil, it's your turn. You are behind cover.
Does anything happen at the start of my turn?
You have that bubbling energy inside of you. Do you wish to contain or release?
Release.
All right. Again, 1d20 plus plus charisma and proficiency bonus.
That's a nat 20 or 23.
Whew, okay, yeah. And who would you be wanting to release this at?
The mage.
The mage? For sure. So roll for me 4d6. That is your roll. That gets maxed out as well due to our crit.
That's not bad.
So that would be a total of
38.
38. There is no more wizard.
Cool.
And that's just at the start of your turn. Do you do anything else?
Okay, how many does Bracken have on him? 2?
2.
And there's 2 on our new friend?
And there's 2 on Natriana as well.
Okay, can I move to Natriana just so she's within 5 feet of me and attack one of them?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, just the one, I think.
Just the one. So as you move in, let me just see which one of the 2 would hit. That one. So you hit the one that's already been damaged. And with 9 points to this figure, it's enough for him to fall down. So he hits the ground, leaving just 1, and you would hear, you're close enough to Natriana, where she mutters a prayer for the fallen, as it is her enemy. And it is Bracken, your turn. At the start of your turn, you release the energy pulse. Rolled for me 2d6.
Can I take a bonus action before?
No, this is at the start of your turn.
Oh boy. I'm down.
So Bracken goes down. There is a figure who is teetering on the edge of the skirmishers. Bracken, if you're down at the start of your turn, you do make death saves. If you are down at the start of your turn, which it is the start of your turn, you make
Okay.
death saving throws.
You are correct. That is something that I do need to do.
Yep.
And I will. And that's a nat 20, so I'm up.
You're
One.
up with 1.
That's how we do it in this house.
You have your full turn ahead of you.
I will
What a roller
use.
coaster.
That's how we do it in this house, you know?
I'm
We just-
assuming the cure wounds is going to Bracken. Yeah, Bracken, the universe will heal you for 7.
Beautiful. I'll take another 7 on top then. Let's get it. Thank you, Genbu. Jambu. And we will, since we are technically prone, we will use... Where is the ability I'm looking for? Sorry. Features and class features. It's an ability that lets me stand. Tipsy Sway. Here we go. Stand up, expending 5 feet of your movement rather than half your speed. Perfect.
Sounds
And
good.
we will go about it.
Hell yeah.
Bop. Bop.
You're like, oh, that's a natural one. Unfortunately, that will miss. But the first one hits.
13.
That is a figure down. There's 1 skirmisher left on you, 1 on Natriana, and the crossbowman left here in the battle.
Gotcha. I will flurry of blows the other one on me.
Go for it. "24 hits."
I will use the Bardic from Avi.
You can 100% use the Bardic from Avi.
14.
14 is not quite enough for what you needed. So, but
We'll still take the damage on that, and we will apply a superiority die of a trip attack to that as well.
all right.
For a total of 14 damage.
And that is a natural 20 on his strength save. So
Fair
he
enough.
stays on his feet.
What a turn, though. Good job.
What a turn, for real.
Yeah, you just gotta navigate it. It's no big deal.
Ansel, again, an energy pulsing out of him. And is this going to hit? It does hit. Who does it hit? It'll hit the skirmisher in front of Natriana and nearby Cecil. As the... it goes a little wonky, a little haywire. But he is going to rush over towards where Bracken is and will provide a Cure Wounds. Seeing that you went down.
Only briefly.
That'll be 14 points of healing.
Thank you.
And our crossbowman, who will he take aim for now? There are 6 of you on the field. Because you've got 3 of you, Natriana, Ansel, and Zephyriel. But he will go for Cecil. With a 14?
Yeah.
So, Avi, we come to your turn.
Mhm. Oh, 2d6.
2d6. It is 6 points of damage, Avi.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
All
I'm
right.
having a great day.
What would you like to do as that happens at the start of your turn?
We're gonna send a firebolt at the that crossbowman.
Go for it.
It's a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's 15 fire.
Oof. Heavy hit.
And we'll send a Bardic to Cecil.
Cecil gets Bardic. Anything else from Avi?
No, that's it.
Alright, we've got a skirmisher over near Bracken. Gonna try and take a hit. That is a 10.
Nope.
Alright. There's the one that is over near Natriana and Cecil. And we'll turn away from Natriana for something a little new, maybe a little more exciting. With a 12 to hit Cecil?
No.
So you're fine. But that is it for our skirmishers, which means we come back to the top of the round. Cecil, you have the energy inside of you. Do you expel it or do you retain it?
I will expel it.
All right. Who are you targeting?
Guy right in front of me.
All right, that will be a spell attack, ranged, so he is right in front of you. It's at disadvantage. But 1d20 plus charisma plus your proficiency bonus, and you do have a bardic inspiration.
I don't think it can help the 5. Is it 8 total?
An 8 total. It might, if you're willing to take that chance.
Alright, here we go. How about a 13?
13's not quite what you needed. Close,
Okay.
but not close enough.
Then I will attack him.
Go for it.
I will try better.
Well, you can get that nat 20.
Cool.
Oh no!
Mm,
It was better.
It was better. Again, not quite what you needed. But he is right there. Anything else from Cecil?
That's it.
Bracken,
Yeah.
you got a skirmisher nearby. But at the start of your turn, I do need you
2d6.
2d6.
Ooh, that's 7.
All right, so you take 7. The skirmisher takes 7, putting him in bad shape. But Ansel also takes 7.
Oh, Ansel. You gotta move, bud.
Yeah, I can tell that now. So 9 points of damage into this figure is enough that he goes down. So there's no more
Excellent.
skirmisher. At least not in front of you.
Excellent.
There is one near
yeah.
Cecil.
I will flank that one.
Okay.
And go for a bonus attack here. 14?
Not quite what you needed. Getting closer. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, no, indeed.
No, ay, shucks.
So it is Cecil or not Cecil, at the end of Bracken's turn, we have our NPCs going to act. Ansel's going to run over to Avi to provide a cure wounds. Avi will get back 21 points of healing.
oh, thank you, bestie.
But it does leave him in a poor spot.
Yeah, move away. Get back.
All right. So,
I'm sorry, I love you. Get back.
so Ansel's going to move away. In that same moment, Cecil, you feel a hand on you, and the same soft prayer that you had heard for the fallen. There's the same voice as Natriana offers a prayer for you, seeking guidance, and you are receiving a lay on hands, and you will gain back 15 points of healing.
I'll give a nod.
And our crossbowman gets to take a shot at somebody. Is going to take another shot at Natriana. And we'll hit Natriana.
Do I get to know what the roll was?
It was a 18.
I will use a thing.
Oh, I think.
Yeah, I'll use a warding maneuver to add to her AC.
Okay. How much are you adding to her AC?
3.
3 will mean that she is out of harm's way. So, Natriana is not struck by the crossbow bolt. As Avi, we come to your turn, and I need 2d6 rolled at the top of your turn.
Mm-hmm. That's 7.
That's 7 points of damage to you. And not Ansel, as he did move away.
Mm-hmm.
But
See,
what
that
if
would have
she,
put me down last time. How far is that crossbowman?
Crossbowman, 30 feet from you.
Yeah, that's fine. I need an intelligence save from him.
Ooh, that's not his strong suit. That's a 10.
That is going to be 3 psychic.
Oof.
Damage
is damage.
Yeah. There's a thing. We're gonna send a bardic to Bracken.
Bracken gets a bardic.
Oh, thank you.
Anything else from Avi?
No, that's it.
All right. Our skirmisher is going to go, and our skirmisher is over near Cecil and now Bracken as well. And does he continue to focus on Cecil? Does he turn back to Natriana? Does he focus on Bracken? He does seem to be infatuated by new things as he turns towards Bracken. And however, an 8 is going to miss. So his arm goes wide. I'm rolling like shit.
Is there anyone else near us?
There's no other enemy near you. Just
Okay.
you, Cecil, and Natriana.
I will go ahead and use a reaction to use a superiority die to repost that.
Hell yeah.
So I will get an attack and the superiority die on top.
Roll
And
it.
I have a flank going right now, right?
You are in flank with Cecil.
Very good. Ah. That is 15 points of damage.
He is hanging on by a thread.
Mm.
But as the skirmisher's turn comes to an end, Cecil, we do come to your turn, and you have the energy building up in you. Do you release it?
Yeah, towards the crossbowman.
Okay. 1d20 plus charisma plus proficiency.
That's a 10.
And it's not quite enough. It cracks against the ground, but doesn't hit your target. But you have your turn ahead of you.
Yeah, I'll smack this guy.
Go for it. You're in a flank.
Wow.
Got a second attack?
I took mental damage from that. That was rough. That's a little better.
22 will hit for sure.
9 damage.
9 damage. That is the skirmisher down, leaving just our crossbowman on the field.
Can I move over to him?
You can 100% move over towards him. And as you do so, Bracken, it is your turn. I need you to roll me 2d6.
The 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
4 doubles.
You take 4 points of damage, but no one else is within 5 feet of you, so it is only you.
Can I turn this off?
After combat, maybe.
Uh-oh.
Things are happening.
I'm gonna push up to the crossbowman.
Sure. Cecil's over there if you would like to close
I would
in on a
love
flank.
to flank.
Yeah. Yeah, both those hit.
22 there.
And that is a crossbowman down.
Awesome. Anyone left?
Nope. As
Okay.
you are coming to the end of battle, the powers that flow through you are going haywire. You need to contain them, or you will succumb to the flow of the death energy. You can try and channel your will here. Expend hit dice and make a charisma check.
Okay.
And this is welcome to all of you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, there we go. Is it however many hit dice we expend makes it easier,
No, so one expense means you can make the attempt. Like you're using your will,
Got
your
it.
force to make the check. So as many
Got
hit, because you had a short rest, so as many hit dice as you have left are how many
Yep.
chances you might be able to make. If everything goes poorly, you know,
or
you
a
could
charisma check?
Okay.
It's a charisma check for sure. Check, not save.
Oh, check. Sorry.
Mhm.
It would be the same, but
Okay.
I'll keep the same roll if it's the same.
okay.
Oh,
Avi, you're fine. And you do not have to worry about it. Bracken, a 14 is fine.
Okay.
Cecil, however, You have the energy still sort of expanding in you. You have to release it, or hold it in.
I'll release it just straight up into the air.
Yeah, it's there's a bird that flies and begins to fly.
Oh.
Okay.
If you would like to,
Another. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
It's
there
a
is
gentleman one.
there is more energy that is building up inside of you, and it's becoming more aggressive, and beginning to become painful as it tears its way out of you. Go ahead, take for me 2 points of force damage as it's released.
Okay, roll again.
Sure.
11.
11's not quite enough. Again, it tears out of you. It's more aggressive. 2 more points of force damage.
How about a 7?
It's becoming more intense. You see from Cecil and Avi Bracken, what you witness is that the energy is almost consuming, pulsing over top of him. This time, Cecil, you take 3 points of force damage.
Is there any way to help him?
I would say if you've got any sort of arcane capabilities, that might be able to provide help.
Can I try?
What are you trying?
I don't know.
That's why I'm
Just
asking. If you've got,
Can I heal him?
you can try. That might help.
Okay. Well, we're gonna use a staff of healing.
Okay.
And that's a 30.
Cecil, you get back 30 points, and I will say the next expense of your hit die for another roll will be at advantage.
I got a 15.
The power is contained for now.
It's my
but-
last hit die.
Ooh, would have been getting dicey there.
Oh, I get it, dicey, because we're playing.
Because we're
D&D.
playing D&D.
I was out of dice, though.
As you had the longest struggle, you all had glimpses of the vision in your struggle, but Cecil, you were able to see the most of it. Torrential arcane winds in this place, searing streams of black flames coursing through the sky. In the midst of the storm, the broken glimpses of a newly remade Salvation Key. Pieces of the lattice reconstructed but incomplete. And while you all saw that, what Cecil, for being so tuned into it for so long, a reflection in the crystal lens reveals the face of a scarred, focused, horned devil resembling the scientist Kravis. And as you each come to your holding your breaths, battle coming to an end, and these new visions. Meanwhile, deep within the halls of the Morgenstadt, there proceeds a tense but productive meeting between two peculiar individuals. An officer of the Gloomguards, Internal Investigations Committee, and a ranking bishop from the faith of the Syrian. Bargains are offered, negotiated, an agreement made, and compensation transfers from the priest to the officer. The sack of coin passes from the hands of the bishop to those of the officer. The shadow of the pouch rolls over a report detailing the descriptions of several living mortals who recently entered into the city. The two men rise from their chairs to conclude the meeting. They extend their hands to one another, shake upon their accord. In this momentary gesture, the forearm of the bishop is briefly exposed in the candlelight, revealing a distinct tattoo on his wrist, the symbol of an eye, partially draped by a flowing curtain. And it is there that our session will come to an end.
Oh.
So thank you to our players for playing. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you all enjoyed this story. I will see you all in the next stream. But until then, please head over to wildewitch.com. Check us out there. Join us in our Discord. And as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.